Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is a Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak part 39. In the previous video, we did what Spriggans always do, you know, we worked hard, we scoped out the city, talked to the people, tried to see if we could find any jobs, because you know that as a Spriggan we're always hustling, we're always searching for the paper, never taking a moment off, and you know, today, it's gonna be just like any other day. Barely a moment's time to rest. Always working hard. Not many people are made for the Spriggan life. With that said, let's begin.
Allow me to assist.
By taking a quick break to watch a movie. And then Van's like, I've seen this one. He's just talking over the movie the whole time, probably annoying the piss out of Farrah and Aaron. Wow, teamwork really is important, huh? Yeah, stare. That's why I brought you two in here. What they were doing is a little different from how we go about coordinating on the battlefield, though. If you want to be successful in team-based sports, good teamwork's a must. There's a limit to how much one person can achieve on their own. That doesn't mean you should only rely on your teammates. So what you're saying is that every player has to put in their best foot forward? That seems pretty basic, Van. Like, duh, obviously. In that sense, good teamwork requires good individuals. If you're grasping that concept at your age and you're ahead of the game, what do you... I got something pretty obvious. You may be young in some ways, but you're wise beyond your years in others. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Now seriously, what's a brothel? I thought that was going to be one of those dumb, sappy coming-of-age movies, but I'll admit that wasn't half bad. Was it not a coming-of-age movie? You know, Evan kind of reminded me of how you were back when. Way back when? Dude, we literally met less than a year ago. Yeah, but if you think about it, that's like 1/20th of your life, man. That's like 5% of your life has been spent following us around. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, get that guy subscribed to the whole those who can do and those who can't teach bit, but that mindset only works early on. You gotta try and add some other people into the mix at some point, even if you aren't sure if they can hack it. What goes around comes around. Up the number of people who get the job done and end up working in your favor someday. Wipe that dumbass grin on your face. It's giving me proud papa vibes and I don't like it. You know what, fine, I'm going solo. I'm gonna get all the XP by myself. No more shared experience, man. I'll be level 1 billion before you know it. I was thinking you sounded like a real ass leader for a sec. I'm starting to get why your friends put so much trust in you. So you sounded like a real ass ... leader. Gotcha! Hell yeah, brother, remember the brochure. I love the brochures. Load me up, Captain.
Allow me to assist.
Rosette be ballin'. If you could pluck a frame out of any point in the life of a high school student, I'm certain it would look quite gorgeous. Spending time together with friends day after day sounds like a beautiful thing. Trust me, that time of your life ain't all sunshine and roses. You got the stress of preparing for the future, all the networks and giant pain. Although I can't deny the fun experiences can turn into real assets later in life. I'm sure that was the case for those 3 characters in the film as well. Hey, it doesn't mean as a grown-ups can't have fun too. Nope. It's over. That train sailed, man. A kid can't just up and act like an adult all of a sudden, but an adult can act like a kid anytime they want. So you're proposing that we should not lose touch with our inner child. Very well. I'll be sure to use you as a reference point. Glad to get... Wait, what? Nah, man. I don't buy a brochure. You crazy? I'm gonna pay to get advertised to for some shit I've already watched? You lost your fucking mind. You wildin' out here.
Allow me to assist.
Long ago in the Central East, there lived a cruel, heartless king named Valen, who sat upon the throne of an ancient kingdom. He laid heavy taxes on his people, and all who opposed him were met with the executioner's blade. He ruled his kingdom with an iron fist. Around the same time, a hardy country boy named Sindhu met a warrior by the name of Kiara, who managed to escape from the capital. She was Valen's half-sister, and when she informed Sindhu of Valen's misdeed, he knew he could stand by the wayside no longer. After bidding farewell to his adoptive parents who raised him after he was abandoned, he set out for the capital. Along the way, the pair crossed paths with an old knight who seceded from the royal army. From him, Sindhu learned the truth of his past. He was the legitimate successor to the throne, and Valen stole his rightful place as king. After his birth, he was nearly assassinated over his claim to the kingdom, but was able to escape with the help of his nanny. Armed with determination to reclaim the throne, Sindhu returned to the capital at long last. As the royal army laid eyes on the gallant swordsman on horseback, they saw Sindhu as the mythical manifestation of Ravana, a mythical god, or the physical manifestation.
Let those who have ears hear my words, and those who have eyes behold my face. My name is Sindhu, true heir to the throne.
If you do not wish to perish, we beseech you, clear the way.
My king, the front lines have been breached.
Worry not. What can this rabble hope to accomplish? 17 years ago, that boy escaped the hand of fate. But one can only outrun it for so long.
You disgust me. To think that I share a bloodline with such a vile monster. That won't hold true after today, because your life ends here!
Get his ass?
A pathetic delusion for a pathetic traitor. The gallows are much too merciful an end for one such as you. I shall send you to the great beyond with my own hands!
A man's character is determined by what he chooses to protect. You chose poorly, Valen. And that choice will be your undoing.
I think Sara chose the better movie, man. No offense, Judith and Shahina. That's what my favorite scenes were. I'd say the ones where the enemy soldiers were sent flying. Also, for the record, personally, if I was like a soldier, I would be like, nah, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go fight because you claim you're the kid of someone who's dead. I don't know, man. That just don't seem like me, man. I think I'd just stay in my lane, keep farming my rice, personally. The story was simple enough. Guess Gotti's not the only one who knows how to make a crowd pleaser. It had a little bit of everything. Action, romance, comedy, even some song and dance numbers that came out of nowhere. That film was the whole package and then some. The costumes were flashy and colorful. It was littered with fantastic special effects. That's because the studio pretty mirror to produce. They just chose not to pay their workers anything. It really cut into production costs. Outside must be doing really well for themselves, unlike a certain cheapskate boss I know. That's your pitch for a raise? Just know it's going straight in the trash. I mean, we can't afford raises, alright? We're still in our growth period. We're still trying to accumulate mass as a business organization. We're not going to be making money for at least like 20 years, alright? I believe this one made use of one of Elsheim's epic poems as the motif for the movie. Seeing as how well put together this production was, makes one wonder how much the film industry will grow in Elsheim from here. I heard a lot of different companies from there played a big hand in the making of this movie, even though Vegas Films is the lead producer. I see, that would certainly explain the high production values. I wonder why the theater in Treon Mall isn't showing this movie. Well, Voss Investment Bank is the Treon Mall's biggest sponsor. I'm guessing that has something to do with it.
Allow me to assist.
Give me fairy, eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Other parts of the Central East have their own folk tales and legends. The ones from Elsheim are super interesting. Yeah, it ain't hard to imagine finding those stories in a kid's picture book. Right, with epic heroes and everything? I wonder what the real Ravenna looks like. Well, if you want to find out, we can ask the church if they got some of those picture books lying around. And if not, I could scrounge up some cash to buy you a few. You seriously do that for me? Thank you. I'll ask Mother Kyra about it next chance I get. Nobody cares, Aaron. Shut up. The Saga of Ravenna, The Return of the King, starring Sarah et al. Oh man, she gets to be the starring role? Man. Blue Guy doesn't even get a name? Long, long ago, a vast empire reigned over the central eastern half of the continent. In a remote village in the far-flung reaches of the empire, a spirited young man named Sindhu meets a warrior woman named Kiara, leading him down the path of rebellion against the tyrannical King Valen. Bear witness as Sindhu and his friends set forth towards their destiny in this epic tale from an ancient era. Mini-column. The film was made by a joint production committee composed of the staff of Vegas Films and a number of companies from the Principality of Elsheim. Vegas Films spearheaded the project, but those in the know will certainly appreciate the distinctive touch of Elsheim's hand in the project's direction. Sarah played the role of the young warrior woman Kiara in her debut performance, and her experience as a dancer allowed her to bring both a graceful femininity and muscular athleticism to the role that shined during the film's thrilling action scenes. Playing this role was really a worthwhile endeavor for me. I feel like it really helped me draw out a side of myself that I never knew I had. Say Kiara with a bashful, or Sarah with a bashful smile. A smile that one would never hope to find on Kiara's dauntless countenance. I'm already planning my overthrow of the government. That movie was kick-ass. Me when I see a kick-ass movie, man. Alright, let's do your fucking thing, lady. Let's go punch your brother in the face. It's lawful to punch your brother in the face. Alright, that's what Falcom says. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. You know you guys pretty well after all. Thank you, really appreciate this. Alright, in that case, I'll pair up with you, shall I? It's been a while since I sparred with Leland. What if he's got any new tricks? That does mean you'll be going up against both Van and your brother, though. Oh, okay. I thought that makes more sense, because I thought we were just gonna like double team this guy, and it's like extremely unfair. We're going up against both Van and your brother, though. That okay with you, B rank? Well, what's that supposed to mean, brat? Mr. Wei, did you attend Xiaoling's dojo as a child? Yeah, mostly just went there to play when I was a kid, but Elon helped me train some too. Used to be a real hard ass though. I think I prefer that over the whole lazy bit he's been pulling lately. It's called, he's an adult. He's working his job, man. Back then, everyone in the dojo wanted to be just like him. The nostalgia. But now's not the time to begin sentimental. Let's head over to the dojo.
Okay, time to get to work.
Oh, so I guess I could have accepted it last time if they're not going to instantly teleport me over there. We did the harbor, so we're like done with talking, right? Mostly.
Off
We just
go.
have our quests and important shit. No, there's a couple minor, some NPCs that we can't reach without proccing the main story, or at least I don't think we can reach them. What up, blood? Why are you like slightly off center behind the gong, man? It's throwing me off. Well, if it isn't Van, you're a ways away from Edith, friend. I'm surprised you knew I was. We're gonna beat you up now. Ah, yes, my little sister. I'm sure this will be exciting. Brother, I demand we have a duel. Your skills have withered in your self-exile. As your family, it's your duty to beat you back into shape. Well, that's no way to greet your brother, Xiaoling. On the steps of the dojo, no less. I actually have you know that I came here of my own volition to renew my sense of purpose. Like I'd believe that. You're just snooping around because Baba's out. Oof, sorry it threw me, huh? Sorry for my little sister trying to drag you into this mess, Van. Look, Xiaoling, I'm just a pharmacist now. I've already decided to leave the way of the martial arts to you. I only came back here on a whim. Do you guys mind escorting her home? Brother! Stop treating her like a child. She came here to punch you in the face, so let her punch you in the face. She came here to talk to you about something serious. Don't you think you're being rude? She may be your little sister, but she still deserves some respect. You can at least hear what she has to say. I guess you're right. Very, thank you. Don't worry, we'll punch Cosm in the face eventually. Even though he's the world's strongest human being. Of course, we'll need, like, you know, basically probably the entire extended cast of the whole series to take down one of his HP bars because he's so cool, but I'm sure we can do it. The power of anime friendship. Leon, I've never given up on my dream of bringing you back to the dojo. So if I win our duel, promising that dream will come true. Well, okay. Why does your dream get precedence over his dream, man? If he doesn't want to be here, like, shouldn't you feel bad over forcing him to be here? In return, if I lose, I'll resign from my position as a bracer. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on a second. You would go that far? Let's see. You're very determined, aren't you? Well, that just doesn't give him more incentive to throw? After all, you even brought the Spriggan along. Which means you knew I wouldn't go along with this otherwise. I take you understand my resolve then. I cannot accept those terms. I'm assuming you planned on me pairing up with Van? Someone from another school in a battle to decide who succeeds the Gekka? You see where I'm going with this, right? You have a point. He's got me there. I wonder who would make a good replacement. Not that I plan to help search for one, mind you. My poor old back would simply give out on me. I thought you were finally taking this seriously. It really didn't sound like you'd be budging anytime soon. So now I gotta find someone to take Van's place? What a pain in the ass. A martial artist that can not only match his superior skill, but also a practitioner of the Gekka school. I doubt many fit the bill. Gotta be someone we know. What about that guy at Long Kai Clinic? I see. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be a good match. Let's go have a talk with him. Brother, we don't even know his name. He can't be that good. Wait, is he in Newtown or is he in the First Ward?
Go, go, go!
Alright, damn.
Oh, did you hurt something?
You're about to hurt your face when you get punched in it. In a second. Van gave a brief, aka Van explained. I see. I thought I heard something about Lilian's return. If there's anything you can do to help. As a bracer member of the Gekka school, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel coming to you of all people. What'd you say fuck me for? But if this is the only way to convince my brother, then I have no help asking a former Jiangshu for help. Former Xing Shout? I've heard the price is high for leaving the role. This kid's like fucking 12. I won't buy it. I won't deny it. Look, we have no intention of digging into your past. All we need is a little help. I'm assuming you know him? Yeah, I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to go to the dojo together. A lot of Gekka practitioners in Heio's ranks. I've never stopped training, but not because I want to keep up with my Jiangshu days. No, I keep training because I'm committed to never performing acts of violence ever again. I think that's more than enough about me, though. To be honest, I'm a bit skeptical of what Lilian's true intentions are. Yeah, me too. In any event, the past doesn't matter now. I want you to help as my brother's childhood friend, not a former Jiangshu. I expect he remembers the core principles of the Gekka school. Violence is to be rejected, not embraced. Yes, I remember Master Tai Long teaching us that. Why not give him a hand then? Dr. Longkai. Don't worry, no. I think you should do as your heart desires. And I feel like your heart desires to punch and kick. You're right. For the sake of an old friend, I accept your request. Thank you so much. I'm sure my brother will be thrilled. I'm also hoping to finally get a sparring with Van, but it seems it just wasn't meant to be. Please, I'm more than happy to sit this one out. Maybe next time. Anyhow, please give me some time to repair. I'll come once I've finished up over here. So I guess they're actually supposed to be much older than Chickadee. If he's had time to be a freaking Jongshu and retire.
Oh, did you hurt something?
Because they all look the same age to me, you know? But I mean, they're treating the brother like he's an old fucking man. He's like just sitting on the stairs. Ah, my back. No, who's over here? Oh yeah, this is where the Liu family was, their headquarters. As they dragged Fondant away in handcuffs, all I could do was watch. To think there could be a saboteur within the Liu family. We must out this individual immediately. No matter what happens, I intend to protect Lady Asham with my very life.
Let's be on our way.
Once more.
Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, it's certainly who I was expecting. It's been a while. Even poor Shinley's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. I imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I've always wanted to kick you. I'm just glad to give you that chance to help a friend. I'm just glad to get the chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep lazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any Brother takes one day off, and they're like, have you thought about stop being a piece of shit? You fucking loser. This is why you should have gone no contact, man. You come back, oh man, I guess I'll see what my family's been up to. I'm sure they, you know, don't want to punch me in the face and make me do something I don't want for the rest of my life. Well, you're just going to clear up all the stuff you threw to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. No, his actions don't affect more than just them. Who gives a shit, man? I guess running away is a bad... It's not running away. Just because you're born in a location doesn't mean you're obligated to die in that location. Alright, I accept your challenge. That's all I wanted to hear. I wasn't so sure he would accept. You've got this. Be expecting you not to pull your punches, Xiaoling. Now let's do this. Aaron!
Let's do this, Xiaolin! We won't go easy!
You're not at max HP, my dude. Alright, Xiaoling, have fun.
Fight me! Gotcha! Don't screw with me! There! That is!
We are kind of boxed in.
Don't screw with me!
I don't know, we can get out.
Quick and dirty. Here's our chance. Engaging skill.
Stop missing!
You'll be sorry for that.
It's a little too risky. How much HP do you have?
Let's go.
Okay, we can't quite kill you with
Please help.
Blazing flash!
well, it depends on how much she does. I know we have no CPU, dummy.
Don't screw with me! better be careful.
Oh, we're blinded. I'm glad I didn't attack them.
You'll be sorry.
Honestly, I think you just need to, like, survive till you can ult, and that way you can't miss.
You're not done. There. It's go time. Cypher activate. Damn it. Cypher there. Damn it. It's go time. You've gotten stronger.
One.
We did it, Aaron! We won! Yes, we won. Not like there was ever any doubt. Bones haven't seen that much action in a long time. I don't even look winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again. Your skills have gone dull, though. Well, I can say the same to you. I'll just say we both did our best and leave it at that. Well, enjoy your enslavement to tradition. Sure hope you didn't want to enjoy your own life and be your own person. You know, I think this duel has given me a better understanding of you. And still, I believe you'd be the best choice for taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. It's what Baba wants too. Glad to hear you say that. Really, I am. However, I'm afraid I can't honor your request. I'm sorry. But you promised. You said if I won, you'd take over the dojo. Unfortunately, little sister, that isn't quite what I said. In my freedom away from the dojo, I've taken some legal classes. So now I'm going to school you. You didn't read the fine print. Besides, don't you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? Yeah, true. I said that. Why are you so... The request is just for us to participate in the fight. Now that it's finished. Ah, screw it. Sure wouldn't hurt to give him a push in the right direction. Attempt to provoke him? No, man. Dude doesn't want anything to do with martial arts. He should be able to live his life. Lady, if you care so much about the future of the dojo, well, fucking step up. You know? And if you're like, I like being a bracer, well, you can do that too. Somebody else can take over the dojo. Who gives a shit about, oh no, you're not related to the bloodline. Fucking eat my ass. Listen, Lilian, I know better than anyone how annoying kids can be, especially stubborn ones like her. They usually don't listen. They can't stop sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, and they just plain run you ragged. They keep calling you fucking old, even though you're not old. Hey, why the hell does it sound like you got something to say to me? Because he does. There's a time when kids have no choice but to face the truth, and they need to be told what they don't want to see for themselves. Isn't that the best time to give them a hand? I think I see your point. Can't give you a concrete answer at the moment, but whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. There's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, propriety. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. And Shaolin possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Well, you say that, but I don't want to do it. Not to pile on with Girly here, but I remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. What the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped coming to the dojo? Wonder why he stopped training. Can it not just be that he doesn't want to do it? Doesn't necessarily have to be like some deep traumatic backstory. Maybe he's just fucking like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. I'm kind of bored with it. I like being a pharmacist. And that's it. That's all there is to it. There doesn't need to be some great fucking, you know, event that happened. Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We never really talked about stuff like that. I think I've kind of got an idea what happened, though. How disappointing. Heads up. Everyone alright? Are you the most ferocious warrior? Yeah. I am unharmed. Switch is a demon as always. Brother, you alright? Yes, everything's fine. Not bad. You protected the little girl too. Guess you still do carry the blood of the Gekka school. Why would you attack us like that? Because you, my brother. The Zhang show ended up at the Longkai Clinic, huh? Better than where our town ended up, I suppose. Not quite as satisfying. So I don't live up to your expectations. Felt some kind of energy in the area, so I had to drop by. Pleased to see some familiar faces. Well then, I'll be taking my leave now. Who is that? Might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his technique was. Yeah, he's the one that's been stirring up rumors recently. The strongest Gekka practitioner there is. He's the one that Ashen told us about. The foremost fighter of the Lai family. I see. That would explain his strength. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on, though. He just shows up and leaves like nothing. It was really extremely random. The info we got from before seems suspicious now. Yeah. He didn't even try and test my strength. I don't like him. I hope you never see him again. And no, he actually trained at our dojo in the past for about a year. Seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him, and he defeated them all with ease. Including me. That's where you lost your nerve. Yeah, when he defeated me, I felt an overwhelming gap in our abilities. It was just too much for me to overcome. And I believe I now understand the reason for our differences. Huh? I've decided to start doping. That's why I became a pharmacist. Well, that's not what I expected. This doesn't mean I'm going to return to the way of martial arts, though. The emptiness in my soul, it feels a bit more full now. Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Darling, sorry for leaving you such a heavy burden. Hold on, we're not done here. That was a pretty weird interruption, but at least everything turned alright in the end, I guess. Yeah, I'll say. We should probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future, though. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get his ass beat. Funky style. Lilian, I trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now. Brother was moving forward with his life.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Mirror
Okay.
deposit confirmed.
I mean, at least we didn't force him to take over the dojo, even though he clearly didn't want to. I feel like that would be like a pretty terrible message to send. To be like, actually, stay trained to tradition. You don't get to choose to do what you want in your life. You gotta do whatever your dad did. Sorry. Don't make the rules, that's the way it works. If you don't do what your dad did, you'd be dishonoring the honor and stuff and made up bullshit. My daughter told me what happened. My apologies for having involved you in our family affairs. I must say, however, I do agree with her. I believe it would be best for him to take over the dojo. Yeah, okay, well you're not him, so... The only thing we can do now is wait and see what will become of this. Man, thanks for helping me with my brother. I didn't really get to the ending you wanted, though. It's alright. I think he was finally able to get over what happened in the past, so that counts as a win for me. Wasn't expecting that guy to show up. Anyway, I'll bet he's at the bathhouse by now. He also... But I can't go to the bath... Oh yeah, maybe the bathhouse is open now. Yeah, because that's the place that has the mark that we couldn't go to earlier. Or it's got the story event, so maybe we can bathe it up now. Can get fucking sudsy with it. Thanks to you, I think my brother's finally gotten over what happened. As to where we go from here, I'll have to see what Baba says.
Very well.
But like... Can we at least talk about what he wants to do? He's his own person, man.
Listen to this, you guys.
Alright, so we have one other quest.
Go, go, go!
Which, I don't know if it's gonna be... Oh yeah, there was the guy who... Like, you guys had a quest, but then you guys also seem like you have something. Like, your car got stolen. I don't know if those are related to each other or what.
Hey, friend. Got something you'll like.
Nope. I hate all things.
What have we got?
Longport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner, and the Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. However, considering Heioi is likely busy with... Oh, okay, so it wasn't that their car got stolen, it's the car for the event that they came here for got stolen. However, considering Heioi is likely busy with other matters at the moment, we thought it was best for your help instead. Okay, that makes sense.
My noodles are the best in town.
Yeah, in town. There's not much competition, you're only noodle lady. You wouldn't cut it in Crossbow. They'd be like, holy hell, these noodles, I mean, they're aight, but I mean, they ain't... You're only 1/20th through the way of the path, the noodle lady. Are you the Minho that sent out the 4SBG request? See, you got Harrion with you too. Thanks for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Minho with Red Star. And you brought Aaron along, that's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man, with me on board, it's always smooth sailing. What's this here about the Dragon Chariot going missing? It was over the main plaza until yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question. What is a Dragon Chariot? Is this something that you all know, and then I'm gonna like an idiot for not knowing? You're gonna make fun of me, and you're gonna call me a small little kid who doesn't understand things? Or is it like something that maybe the general populace doesn't know? Alright, I suppose you're not from Longport. You probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. Oh yeah, also, when you tell me what the Dragon Chariot is, can you tell me what a brothel is? These nerds won't. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Heioi invest large sums of Mira into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. They then show it off at the Lunar New Year Festival to impress anyone with eyes. It's to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Heioi is. Wow, I'm really glad they exist. What a nice criminal syndicate. Glad they're taking all my money. Here in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around, though, luxury Orbital cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you can think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auctioned off, then I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house. That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into theaters today, or into the theater today. We were just actually having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out a huge investment, and that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Heioi. Is there any way we could enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? What do you say, old man? Let's see. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll take the case. Heioi's not really in a place to deal with this right now, and I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of Opal cars myself, casual? I want to see whoever stole the beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. I'm with you. We can't just let soon two-bit thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. It was an incredibly expensive vehicle. After all, if you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. Okay, I mean... You're a company that makes, presumably, mini cars. The cost of one single ultra-luxury car can't be that much. Not enough to be like, oh no, the company's gonna take a huge loss. This may not be relevant in the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? 11 billion Mira. Let's see, the chassis is based on one of Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. And then you got the embossing work from a first-class professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. I mean, I feel like the whole car could be made of gold, and it wouldn't... 30 million Mira? Fucking shut up. Just making shit up. Ooh, 30 million Mira? I can't believe someone would pay so much for a single car. When it comes time to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. And even then, that should be nothing for, like, you know, one of the country's largest companies. There's no doubt that thieves will be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities. Yeah, we wouldn't want the criminals to fund their criminal activities. Instead, we want the money to go into Heioi so they can fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Alright, first things first, I need you two to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moments you can think of where the car could have been stolen? Yes, you see, the Red Star crew started moving it into the theater around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Fortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. It prevented us from being able to hold a proper eye on the chariot. Oh, what happened? As soon as I started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. They were so busy dealing with them, there was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever, too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. Guys. An audit from the revenue service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. And right after Fawn Lee just got arrested on false charges of tax evasion. Makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too, but you gotta admit the timing's pretty sus. It's almost like there could be an imposter auditor among us. It's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the criminal knew the revenue service's exact schedule, or perhaps, ... it couldn't be unless... I'm ashamed of our lack of vigilance, but there were so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't? Don't you think we should have given them more clear instructions? You guys were in charge of it all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. Just need to take it slow and trace their path step by step. Let's get to it.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Damn true, partner. Damn true. I'm trying to think. I guess we'll keep doing the quest. Because we could end here and have, you know, finish the quest in the next video, but I guess we'll try and finish the quest. Maybe go a little long, just to wrap it all up, and then we can just do main plot next time. Sup, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they ... it couldn't be? Yeah, we have a few questions we'd like to ask you. Heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right? Yes, I have. In fact, I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. I mean, you know, the legal owners. I didn't help the thieves or nothing, I promise. I'm sorry, I don't have any idea when it was taken. Even the smallest detail you can remember might help us. You notice anything felt off at the time? It might have been a bit paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. I assumed it was just some additional servicing that needed to be done, but I was so busy at the time I wasn't able to pay them much attention. That certainly does sound strange. According to Minho, the crew started leaving the theater about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. And he had his hands full at the revenue service right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Yeah, I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. If he played the part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car. I'm so sorry, if I'd paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened. Nah, not your fault, Fuka. Don't you think a truck big enough to haul the dragon chariot would stand out in a place like Longport? It'd take quite a while to find a place to hide it. Maybe someone involved in transporting goods might know something. Think about it, the delivery guy, Anthony, runs mail all over Newtown. Well, I don't think that's what the goods we're talking about. He's probably got a few contacts in the shipping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he knows something. Let's get going then. Does he have I mean, I feel like he's got contacts for how to open a mailbox.
Heading to the objective.
Alright, buddy. What up? You baited me. You baited me. You got my ass.
Got a question for you.
Truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Longport's a harbor city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. Now I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district around the time you mentioned. And you haven't noticed any changes in the area lately? Any workers you haven't seen before, renting out storage space or boats? I can't say that I have. Well, actually, something jog your memory? Well, you remember that warehouse there who was a murder about a half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. Just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Lai Hong, said his company decided to start renting it. Heard they stopped using it though, was wondering if maybe something had happened. That warehouse, guess it makes sense people would be avoiding the place. The fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. Maybe they're a ghost enthusiast. It's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but also the truck carrying it. This is the harbor's only lead right now. Let's go see what we can find. Of all the places, why'd I have to be there?
Time to depart.
I wonder what happened. Are you Lai Hong? We've heard you're the guy that's written this place out. Ah, yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? We're in the middle of an investigation, and this warehouse came up as a spot of interest. You're under arrest. We were told you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct? Yeah, that's right. What I understand is they found some kind of issue related to last year's incident. Apparently blood started dripping down the walls, and the screams of the dams could be heard. You know, the usual. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. And yet, did something happen? I came by here just a minute ago to take a look. It seemed like somebody else had been making use of it. That shouldn't happen. Security companies keep it under lock and key, though. That is pretty sus. I hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? Alright, as long as you promise you're not trying to scam me by pretending to be some sort of Spriggan or whatever. I don't even really know what that is, honestly. You don't like you're made of trees or nothing. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. We could learn something from it. I don't see the harm. Big truck. Really big truck. I'm guessing that's not your company's truck, right? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's that security company up to? Let's hope the dragon chariot is still there. Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse, Van and others quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Unfortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. That's about what I expected. It must have just been a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the service of the security firm that controls this area. There's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there any record of them taking temporary custody over it. Think that ancient Sumerian healing machine's there from when we were here last time? You know? It's just kind of funny if it... like if we don't actually get to go in this location, it's just still there. It seems likely the security personnel was informed of the supposed issue... Let's try this again. It seems likely the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter among us. Can't believe they managed to pull one over on me. Such a simple disguise, I feel so foolish. This kind of sounds like something about him stood out to you. Well, I mean, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair, huh? That means he'll stand out in the crowd. I mean, not really. Green hair's not that uncommon in Samaria. And for some reason, all green hairs are evils. I don't really know why, but apparently that's what some Falcom's saying. At any rate, it looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbor in his truck and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or boat remains to be seen, though. Let's ask around and see if we can pick up their trail through Daybreak II. Wonder what that hubbub was about, bub. What they would use that boat for anyway. So I think this guy works for a boat chartering service.
Got a question for you.
Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? Nah, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Actually, it might not be related, but this morning, someone I've never seen came in to charter a boat. Mind telling us what they look like? What type of boat do they rent? Well, they were a man, middle-aged, Navy type, a little bit of a beard. I think he said he was an officer, lieutenant colonel, something. I don't fucking know. All them breaks sound made up to me. I feel like you're either a private or a general. Who cares about the in-between? I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to rent a civilian boat, but I didn't really think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Not every day you see people renting an orbital sail with a small barge attached. An orbital sail. Those are vessels with orbital engines that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those engines are only auxiliary, however, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navy guy sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave? Yeah, barely taking my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. Sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? Nah, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we got a pretty good idea of the scale of the scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least now we know the entire sequence of events. So to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing a truck to the theater, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location they were disguised to look like somebody who could have feasibly have business there. We were given two descriptions, a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard and a middle-aged Navy officer. We don't know what the guy pretending to be a Red Star employee looked like, but do you think they were all different people in disguise? I've heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likenesses of various people and by himself no less. Nah, man. My phantom thief, I mean, he actually would probably be doing this, but I don't think it's him. I think it's just the two fucking smuggling people, right? Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility this is the work of a single individual. It's true. Well, no, it's definitely multiple culprits, right? Because if we're assuming the revenue people were fake, there had to have been somebody else to steal the car while they were distracted, so it's got to be multiple. Got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really was just one guy, there wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? They were probably only handing off the car to one another in disguise, so it would be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. Who's behind it? You figured out everything out already? Well, the first people that come to mind are... amateur thieves. I'm thinking it might just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with a higher chance of success. These guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think there wasn't a whole lot of brainpower involved. In regards to speculation, though, they still did manage to get away with it. I agree. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. B-. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say it also seems unlikely the visit from the Revenue Service had anything to do with them. Okay. I guess. Yeah, it was a little too convenient for my liking, but it's probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. Alright, well, my whole basis for choosing multiple suspects is kind of thrown out the window. They're capable of rudimentary disguise, trust each other, operate as a small unit, and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit the bill? No? Oh, you talking about the brothers? Weren't there like some brother thieves or something? Oh, yeah, and Tharbad. I mean, those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? The Devancy brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO. They are dumbasses. And according to a recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. Man, Calvert, fucking shithole country. It's unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. You know, my goat country Crossbell, nobody's ever escaped from jail there. Well, that settles it. All we gotta do is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Must have taken the Dragon Chariot too. I don't actually know. None of these really seem to make sense. Because smuggling vessel. We don't have any like evidence for this. Heilong Shinjai, I mean, maybe, but like, is there any reason why we would say this over the eroded cave? I mean, the main thing is the eroded cave, like, Heiyue kind of looks into it, right? Like, don't they, like, control access to it? Or at least the boat guy who takes people there works for Heiyue? So, I don't think it's the eroded cave. And, I mean, it could be a smuggling vessel, but if they have a smuggling vessel, why wouldn't they just use that instead of renting a civilian boat in the first place? So I guess this. Heilong Shinzai. Most people tend to keep their distance from the place, but it's close enough to get within an orbital sail. The last place I wanted to... I just like, what are you gonna do when you get it there? Get eaten by monsters? Makes sense though, there's a reason Almada uses it as their hideout and practically screams, "Hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude." But what do we think they're doing with it all the way over there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? That's why I thought Heilong Shinjai gave off more of a stench than the eroded cave. It's not easy to touch by looking at the map, but on the east side of there, there's a small path that links back up to the main highway. Okay, how am I supposed to know that? There is? I mean, the place is used for mining after all. I mean, okay, that does make sense. But just because it's used for mining doesn't necessarily mean it's not an island. I just kind of assumed it was an island. Makes sense to have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now, though. If they disguise the dragon chariot somehow while they have it over there, they would have no issue taking it to land from there. Pretty much the long and short of it, yeah? Damn, they sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over there. Show over at the Eastern Quarters Wharf should be able to hook us up. Yeah, I know. He's honestly like an ace investigator. We've been practicing, as they say. Think it's near the bar? It's like right outside the bar. Right outside the bar? Yep. You know, long, what's this place called? Longport Noble? Noble? Local? I was wanting to say Long Lie, and I was like, that's not it. That's a different place. Alright, take me to the spooky, scary area. Van and the others, in an effort to track down the Dragon Chariot, decided once again to travel to HCZ. Soon thereafter... Oh, look at that, guys! An orbital sail and a barge. I knew it. It would seem to be just as you surmised, Mr. Arkwright. They probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I'll be able to find them pretty close by. Yeah, you got it. Are we healed up? Nah, somebody's a little nerd who had to use all his mana. Got any shards? And tell me this little rinky-dink fuck costs 30 million mira? I don't fucking buy it. Nice work out there, brothers. We managed to get this thing's bits and bobs on the black market. Our mirror walls will be ancient history. Well, you know, we'll be out of Calvert and making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could have never have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else would have thought to get somebody to meddle with the revenue service? Nobody, that's who. Alright, that's enough praise for me. Well, I mean, so they were involved with the revenue thing. To some degree. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. The hair's what makes me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one. Boys, the bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. What say we crack open a cold one and have a toast? You deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip out in the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Van? No doubt about that. They even let us listen in on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad it's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy into something that actually helps others for once, said the child soldier. I'm afraid we have you cornered, Devancy brothers. Turn yourselves in and we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Ashley, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that foiled our plans back in Tharbad. The Spriggan. Why'd it have to be you again? Not all that to run into you crooks either. The boys are at the end of your rope. Speaking of rope, would you stand still so we can tie you three up? You really think we're gonna back down now? You've meddled in our plans for the last time, Spriggan. You're toast. Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once. I've got a gun this time. And my boys have got a spiked bat. That's pretty scary. With me, brothers.
Destroy them! You're freaking dead!
Fine, let's play.
Through Daybreak 2, part 39, 38. Something like that.
Huh? Aaron!
My move now. Keep moving, Van!
You missed?
Go to hell!
Do your worst!
With a shoopity whoop.
Now!
Here I go! Not getting through!
You'll be sorry for that! Sucker!
Here's my chance.
I still need some S juice, man. I need some S juice. This gives insight.
Up to you, Risek!
You cannot fire!
Bastard! You're going down!
Mr. Arkwright!
See, you should have countered his counter. You know?
Show me what you got!
Perfect chance! Here I go! Aaron!
Seriously?
Oh yeah, Aaron has the extra S-Craft damage thing, right? I was kind of wondering why his S-Craft is doing so much fucking damage. Can't believe we lost those bastards again. I swear on my soul, this won't be the last year of the Devancy brothers. We always bounce back. Just wait until we get out of prison. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret ever messing with us, Spriggan. Maybe you guys could learn your lesson and just stop thieving already? Never! You can act tough all you like, that's about the least scary thing I heard all week. Can't we just leave him here? I mean, this place is basically a prison. I'd scare these idiots. Now I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? I didn't flick it with my coin, did I? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think we can return it to our client as is. I'm just saying, if I spent $30 million on a fucking car and it's got minor abrasions on it, I'ma fucking lose it. Let's bring it back to the theater. What's wrong, Van? I'm just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Like, yeah, you're gonna get any more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle at the revenue service, didn't you? So the auditing was part of your little heist after all. Yeah, that's what I said, Van. And then you said, no, you're fucking stupid and wrong. How could you even possibly think something as stupid as that, you stupid? And then, lo and behold, who was correct, as always. Oh yeah, the timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is that all? Fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is... Then they all get shot in the head. I don't actually know their name! What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. Yeah, I was thinking you had connection to some big hotshot. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that wanted to help us out. Only condition was that we had to cause some kind of uproar in Longport, and it had to be today. Said they'd even lay all the groundwork. You sure know how to pick 'em. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. You're the coolest, bro. What is it with these guys? For real, you think they're more angry about the whole being used as pawns thing. So somebody's been trying to stir things up in Longport. That is whoever betrayed the Liu family. It makes sense that they're the ones pulling the strings here too. When we return the Dragon Chariot, we better decide what we're going to do with these guys. Public execution. It would probably be even more stress on Heiyue if we tried to push them off on them, so let's try and come up with something else. But Heiyue Blacksite? I mean, they're repeat offenders, you know. I got, much less sympathy for them. Go to the Marduk camp. They did break out of prison after all. This is a problem the police need to fix, not the guild. But considering it's the same force that arrested Fan Lu, it is possible that whoever's been pulling the strings that Heiyue lately has a hand in all this. Maybe the better option is turn them over to Marduk, lobotomize them, turn them into robots. Why Marduk? And C. Marduk engages in various risk management research opportunities that pertain to maintaining public safety. It would require a great deal of paperwork, but it should be possible for the company to take temporary custody of the Devancy brothers. And then turn them into the Robo-Devancy brothers. Fortunately, Mirabelle and the security chief are currently in Longport. Oh, she is? Oh, she must be in, one of the main story things. They'll be able to assist in making the handover as smooth as possible. Sheesh, can't say I'm a huge fan of letting a PMC have so much authority. I guess you guys do kind of have some knack for stuff like this. Fine, I'll let it slide. It's definitely more on the gray side, legally speaking, but that's where we operate best, right? Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could take care of the formalities for us, Rosette. Indeed, it shouldn't take long at all. For the record, I have toned down my usage of the phrase indeed significantly in this game. Stop making it sound like I say it all the time. And so thanks to Van and crew, the Devancy brothers were captured once again. With the case now closed, the Dragon Chariot was soon returned to the theater where it would await its new owner. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the chariot back in one piece. I don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Not only the car back, tonight's auction should proceed as planned. Thank you all. I hope you know how truly grateful we are. No big, just did what any fellow car lover would do. I think if you were a real car lover, you would smash that thing because it looks ugly as hell, but you know, that's just me. I think it's time you got a new hobby, old man. I'm glad it all worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Longport. I don't think it means anything to the people of Longport. I mean, it's mainly just for, like, rich people. For the people of Longport, they're like, hey, that's a car. I guess it looks cool or whatever. It does indeed. In times like these, there's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully it'll help bring back a sense of normalcy. Plus, the car doesn't even look cool, man. It looks kind of ugly as sin. Yellow? You lost your fucking mind. I'll make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys. Mira deposit confirmed.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of everything. Look at that chaos! I'm so glad you're able to get the Dragon Chariot back to us. We'll have to make sure this never happens again. Thank you, or whatever. Thank goodness, it's so relieved to have the Dragon Chariot back. It seems as the auction will finally be able to proceed on schedule.
Oh, wow! It's back!
Wow. I heard the police sirens last night. They came on just as we were getting ready for our evening performance. Blue family's in loyal theater goers for ages. Okay, yeah. I remember your line, but I didn't remember your line. That's the Dragon Chariot? It's amazing. I can't believe you got to see him haul it in, too. I mean, this is just like a regular-ass car. Look at it, Huds. Look at that sheen. Oh, I pull a kill to put the car through its paces, even just once. So I'm glad the car's back. Did you guys help him find it or something? Can't even tell you how much this means to us. Just think about a beauty like that getting stripped for parts is gonna have to break our hearts. I don't know. I ain't too pressed.
It's just as gorgeous as I imagined.
No shot. What? Where beeth the shards? Ah, they must have forgot to... There's definitely supposed to be shards there. It's probably a bug or something. They'll probably patch the game to add the shards back to that location where they're definitely supposed to be. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely time to end the video. So next time we'll basically just get to sit back and inject a little main story into our veins. Should be fun. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.